people, I welcome you to my life. Yeah, so I have a variety of videos I wanted to share with you guys this evening. Hey, my Africa TV, I greet you. So I have a series of videos I wanted to share with you guys. And first of all, I want to start with religion because it's a very hot topic right now. There's a post I made in the morning about a discovery here in Africa. And you see that post, it was talking about how many people, how many thousand people that the pastor that was arrested took advantage of women and children again. And then I wanted also to talk about this Erisco Foods Limited again. And I don't even know where that man wants to go with that. And yeah, and of course, the issue on ground about the people, the children that we are taking. So I don't even know which order you want me to go. Do you want me to start with the children that are nowhere to be found? Like, are we allowed to ask questions like what is going on? Like the possibilities of 280 and more being kept in some places, like how they got there and all those kind of things. So the whole thing is crazy. So I think I want to start with the issue of church, and this post I made it this morning. Yeah. Oh, Ugi, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Hello, Brandon. No problem. Greetings, Ezioku. Yeah, I think I want to start with this post I made this morning. Um Yeah, and there's also another post that I wanted us to talk about. It has always been, for example, if you are sick, go to the hospital. Of course, logical. But there is also someone that made up a challenge and said juju people should come and prove that somebody can actually appear and disappear, right? So that one is also there. And there was a brother that left a comment and said, told a very interesting story of what he witnessed from his grandfather. And I was like, well, in this world here and today, we really want to witness it. Yeah. Good evening, Elisha. You're welcome. Yeah. So this is the story. Um, this is happening in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe. So they said a pastor again. Zimbabwean police have arrested the leader and senior members of a religious cult. So, instead of church now, they say cult because, it's almost like anybody can just gather any number of people and, come into any building and call it a church, and everybody will accept that it's a church. And anybody can just come and say, I am a pastor without going through ordination. It's crazy. So for me, if you ask me who is a real pastor and who is a fake pastor, my only way of knowing that somebody is a real pastor is somebody have gone through training, has gone through an institution and gotten certification. Just like someone that will say, I'm a medical doctor, I'm a lawyer, and you will say from which institution. So we want to know how he got the ordination that made him to be a pastor. But now we allowed anybody to just wake up and say, I am a pastor, and it's okay. And we are wondering what is going on. Somebody will just wake up and say, I got called, the spirit told me, and whatever. You don't even know if it's hallucinating, you don't know if it's schizophrenic, you don't even know the mental state of that person. The person will just come and tell you that he received the message. You don't even know the motive or the intention of that person. But going through an institution that or discipline that will kind of prepare that person to say, this is the discipline I want to pursue. The person will have a purpose. The person will go through it for some time. So the person will really know, is this something I really want to do? And more importantly, that person will have superiors, because if you don't have superiors, like everything ends at your doorstep. They say power corrupts, and power corrupts absolutely. And that's what we are witnessing in churches. Good evening, Henry. I greet you. So the Zimbabwean police have arrested someone that called himself a pastor. And in the process, they rescued numerous women and children from their compound. And they said the cult leader, his name is Ishmael Shokurunguru, whatever, operated in a village in this Mashonaland, West Province. Most of the 251, like 251 people, and government does not know anything about the welfare of more than, let's say, about 300 people, and they are in somewhere being kept by somebody. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. Most of the 251 rescue children lack birth certificates, whether na im dey born all of them or whether they go dey thief the children or anyhow, they don't know. And they said they are not even getting any education. They are not registered in school. Just pack people food there. Wey go be in zombie and in bingos, wey go dey do anything wey you want, dey fight for interest, dey defend am. And a grave site with unregistered number of people wey they don put inside the ground. They say the children were, they subject the children, say make dem dey work, labor and physical activities for the benefit of the cult leader. In this life, no matter your persuasion, if you no use your brain, somebody else will use it for you. So this man, he said he has a church, he's a cult leader. He gathered people in the name of church, in the name of God. And now he carry all the children, put them under labor, that they work for him. And he's not paying them. They are not going to school. They don't even have birth certificate. Nobody know who they are, where they come from, when they are born. Nothing, like unknown. When I'm saying somebody is unknown, these are the people. And more than 251 of them, plus the women. And this is going on in the name of religion. They say claimed ignorance of women's and children's rights. That the man said he did not know that women or children have rights. Meanwhile, a cult member expressed opposition to formal education, saying that whatever children are taught there is against the teachings of God. So they say one of the members of this church, he said that they are not in support of public education or government school, because whatever they are teaching them in that school is not according to what God we want. You understand? So what needs to be done to stop these persistent abuses in the name of religion? So this man is asking a question. He said they are all crook. Good evening. What needs to be done? I think this is really an indictment on the whole society and on women. We women, we have to be like, what is wrong with us? If you go to, like, most of these churches, it's the women that are under abuse. It's the women that they are questioning. It's the women that they are doing everything. It is still the women that they are delivering. Still, it is women that are full there. They'll say women this, women that, women are evil. They come from marine water spirit. The women. And if you still see, it is the women that are there. And every time you go to many of these churches, the women are in the highest number of population there. So I believe that if all this kind of religion, something can be under control, the women has to be taking, like, somebody needs to do something about women. The African women needs to be empowered, need to be taught self-awareness, to have a trust in their own ability. Like, I don't know, something is missing. Obviously the women are not protected. They are not protected in their families. They are not protected by the government. They are not, like, they are just left in that vulnerable state, especially women that are having children and having more children than they can cater for. And there is no financial support, and that burden and that stress. And they think, oh, if I go here, I'm going to get help, right? Something needs to be done about the women. So if you can help the women, if you can get the women under control and empower the women, they will not fall into all this. They will not fall into all this. And that is I'm thinking now, this is, if we want to fight this thing, we have to look into the life of women, the welfare of women in Africa. What can we do? The other time I saw a video, they were talking about imams, Islamic clerics that were doing the same thing in the name of religion. And who are the victims? The women. They are coming there for their children, for their husband, for one thing or the other. And so the women are the weakest link. The women are obviously the gateway that they are using to perpetrate this evil. Because once you can have access to the woman, you already penetrated the family. You are the children at your disposal. The husband, you already having direct access, and you can wreck the husband, break the family, just because of having access to the woman in the family, right? So obviously the women are the tool that are being used, and somebody needs to point this out, because like Ijele will say, pikin, wetin kill your papa na this thing, what the what does he call it? You know, like wetin kill your papa, maybe say na banana, wetin dey your hand na banana. Like if they call that thing, everything that they call, and they are pointing that place. You look at women, women, women. Obviously, there's a problem. That women are obviously the weak link. Obviously, it's obvious. Like obviously, how can one man manipulate children of women? Like if the women can have the strength to protect their children and not fall victim to these people, then the children will not be available, and it will end. That control, that access will end, because like for me personally, you can't take advantage of my children because you can't have access to me, right? You can't have access to me, so you can't penetrate into my family in that sense. You can't, right? Because I cannot form mugu for you. As long as God lives, I cannot form mugu for you. And because I cannot form mugu for you, my children will not form mugu for you. You will not have access to my children. And these women, it's not as if their children are gullible or anything, but if you come through a gullible mother, you are already a target. Because even if you are telling your mother, look at what this person is doing, she will say, shut up, shut up. I've seen many children that they will tell their mother they are winch, they are this. The mother will participate in doing bad thing to their child. Why? Because they believe what that person is saying. So what is the solution? I personally, I don't think that banning religion is the problem per se, because religion is always going to be there for us. And not necessarily because I am a Christian or because I was brought up in the Christian faith, or like it doesn't even matter. I feel like whether you believe in a religion or you believe in something, like you believe because you don't know. So we are here, so many things is uncertain, we don't know. And so believing in this, or you don't believe in this, is some kind of holding on to something that we don't know. So there's a lot of uncertainty in this life that we don't know. But one thing I know is, for example, when they say religion is coming from abroad, is coming from a foreign country, the Europeans brought it. We have to remember that the Europeans, they copied this thing. Like you see something that is good, it's like a book, they wrote it, and they see it and they went to copy it. Yes, they copied it and adjusted it to their culture and merged it to their culture. That is why here during Easter, hardly you hear the story of Jesus Christ dying on the cross. You will be hearing Easter wrap, Easter bun, and the Easter egg. Because at this period that they are doing Easter, that is the period that they are doing all this, their fertility, God, veneration, like all those kind of itomau or something, those kind of traditional religious things. So they kind of just merged it together. So it's not so obvious. So even though it is Christian, but the practices that are going with it is the normal tradition that they will do. Here, nobody's talking about Jesus died on the cross. Of course, maybe the Christians, a few of us in the pockets of the churches. But for the general, even during church service, they will take out the children, they'll go and hide eggs in different parts of the field, and you will see chocolate in the form of egg. I'm going to show you this thing again when in next week when Easter is coming. You will see everything is egg, 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 egg everywhere. If I go to a shop, maybe I will do a short video, I will show you egg, egg, egg in the form of egg, because It is the culture, they kind of add it together and they use it to build their society. It's something they saw in in Africa. They took it, they adapted it to themselves. Yeah. So science has proven that life began in Africa. In the place we call Africa, that's where life began. And they copied something that they found here, and it's beneficial to them. Yeah. And they brought it in that mode that they copied it here again to us. But they didn't say we should use it to deceive our people. They didn't say we should use it to exploit our people. All this one our people are doing, they are the one doing it. What we could have done is also to adapt it into our own, if our religion. Let's assume our culture were superior, we have higher moral standard before they came. What the most that can happen is we will adapt those Christian values or whatever they brought from the Christian religion, from Islamic religion. We will adapt it to the African religion that is existing, and it will not have impact. You cannot continue to be blaming and pointing, oh, the European, they did this, because they went to copy it and it's benefiting to them, right? So let me show you, let me make my point again. Let me show you, for example, let me make this point. I think I need to make this point. Let me show you the map of Africa again. Let me show you this, the map of the world. So when you hear about European civilization, for example, what does this, where did they say it started? So I want to show you that, and you will see the proximity of where it started to where we are as African people, right? So that for you to know, exactly, you take what is good there, you adapt it to the things you think you have, that you don't want to let go, that is valuable. That's it. That's what everybody is doing. They never ask us, when you see your women, exploit them, or put your children into labor camp, or bench your children, women, or scatter all the family. They use fake and forced teaching, or exploit money from them. They didn't do that. That's not the religion they even left for us. Huh? I just want to make my point that I'm talking about a little bit clear. But when I want to look at I don't know, it's kind of yeah. So I wanted to share this map with you here. For example, right? So you see, this is Africa, right? This is Africa, and you can see this is Europe. Yeah. And where did European civilization start from? Who is the, when they talk about European history and how European civilization started, where did it start from? For example, let's assume it started from somewhere else. Like, for example, this is Finland. This is the upper north, like northernmost part of Europe that don't have anything to do with Africa. You can see here, you can see from here, you see Russia, and then you see the Mediterranean Sea. You understand? There's nothing concerning us here. But where did European civilization start? It started here. They said, according to the history, it started here. It started here. You can see this is Greece here. This is Greece. This is Greece, and here is Africa. This is Greece. This is Greece. Like, that's why when our people want to go to Europe, when they use leg, they can get to Libya. The story. Many people are in this Germany, they came through that road. They will enter this Mediterranean Sea. You are looking at it. Normally, they can actually build a bridge here. It's not that much. It's just that they don't want, because of the influx when there is a road, right? But it is doable. You can see it's not that much. in comparison to here or the Atlantic here or are you seeing what I'm saying? So this is Libya, this is Egypt, this is Africa, Algeria, Morocco. You can see, and this is where the civilization started. And from here, they can say, "Oh, Greek civilization, the Greek philosopher." But where did that philosophy come from? That philosophy that they are talking about, where did it come from? Right? You can see, I mean, you can see that it is the closest to Africa here. Yeah, so it has to have something to do with here. And when they are telling you that the most ancient civilization that is known to man today is in Egypt, is here in Egypt. And it didn't start, of course, it's not going to start from Egypt. Do you know there are pyramids in Ethiopia? There are pyramids in Ethiopia, but you are not hearing about it. Do you know there is Bible in Ethiopia? The Ethiopian Bible, because Ethiopia was never conquered, they fought their king. They fought in the end. They defeated the Italians and all those things. It was the sanctions they gave them that made them poor, right? Do you know that there is Bible in Ethiopia that is older than King James Version? That has other books that are not in the King James Version. Are you getting me? So, if somebody came here and saw something that is useful to him and took it here and modified it, and the thing now went full circle, and they feel like, yeah, Haile Selassie is exactly the king he fought, So, and they feel like, okay, they used it here to do the control and everything they did, and they brought it back here. It didn't send you, say, make you go use and they collect first fruits and leave people homeless and hungry in January in the name of first fruits. It didn't send you to exploit people to be collecting tithe in a time where you are no longer a farmer. Right? So at the end of the day, you see that it's going to always have a place. So that philosophy that they brought here and say, you understand? So this is Greek and this is Italy. How can you tell me that this is where their civilization started? Why it is not starting from the north where they don't have any relationship with anybody around here, right? So, and the same thing you can see from Africa. There's even no there's even no water. There are some points that you can use leg to cross over, right? So you can see how when they say, for example, Africa is the oldest continent, like this is where life began, you begin to see, because everything started from here. That's why when our Igbo people are saying, "Oh, we are Jew," people look at them and generally people just kind of smile with one corner of their mouth, because it's obvious they don't know what they are saying. They wish, obviously, they feel deficient, right? They feel deficient because if you want to actually make that kind of connection, you're not going to be saying that somebody from here is you come from somebody from here. Instead, you can be saying actually that somebody from here come from you. It's not the other way around. So what am I saying here? I'm just trying to teach us that the Bible is an ancient collection of books. Yeah, the Europeans didn't write it. They copied it. They adapted it and they made use of it. And it served them the purpose they wanted it to serve. And even now, it is no more in the center of their life, but the structure that it gave them is still standing till today. Good evening. But where is our own? I'm good. Where is our own? Our own is every day. Oh, you like the one I showed you yesterday. You buy a woman. Huh? You buy a woman that is your church member, you buy her. Not even regarding that she has children that are waiting at home, waiting for their mother. How evil can that be? And you know that she has children that are waiting for her. How can you do something like that? Yeah? And that brings me to the other post that I wanted to make about the African religion. Thank you. Our African religion. So this man has put up a challenge. He said he wants you to prove to him and get 2 million naira. If you can prove to him that juju is working, because one of the problem we have is putting so much power in mystery. Like, we love mystery. And for example, the pastor that buys somebody, yeah, that this church woman I'm talking about, he buy her because of the belief in this mystery, and that juju person is going to create money. Keep in mind that money is an instrument, it's a product that was created by this current civilization, the power that be, for means of transaction. And somebody is in some village, and somehow he convince you that he's going to manufacture the money, and then by buying your own fellow African, and you believe it. So the guy say prove him wrong and get 2 million instantly. US-based educational consultant is looking for anyone with the ability to disappear and reappear. When we were small, we used to say disappear, go, disappear, come. Yeah. So the person that can say disappear, go, like, you want somebody that come do it na and collect money. Why? Because that's what we believe. If you see many of these people that they go abroad, they are going to Indonesia, they are going to Saudi Arabia, those places, they told you that don't bring markets come here because now die. Why do people do that? Because some native doctor have told them, if you reach there, you will disappear. Nobody will see. They will be looking at you, they will not see you. And they believe it. They believe it. So now he said, come and prove it. So the same way we are saying that the pastors don't have power to heal you in the way they are presenting themselves, that they can heal you, that you can just come with any sickness and they will touch you and then you are healed. In the same way, we are also saying that these people that have been telling you, oh, this juju, oh, that juju, oh, that juju, where is the juju when you need it? Where has that juju been all our lives as African people? Where has it been? Where was it? Where was it? Right? We have never seen the efficacy. We're only hearing the story about it. Think about it, right? Why? When you believe in mystery, you are not able to employ your mind completely. And there is a minus there. If something is supposed to function 100% or 99%, but that belief system will make it to come down to like 90%, you are not completely full, because there is a part of your brain that is fully depending on something else. And that's that problem. For example, Chinese people don't have it because they are not exposed to believing all those things. They believe in your capability. Finish. Either you have it or you don't have it. And Chinese people are the people that even started meritocracy. Even Europeans didn't have meritocracy. Even if you can see, for example, in the British House, they are still doing secession, all this succession of king according to birth, position, all those things. That's what they were doing. Anybody that have any kind of relationship, that's why nepotism became a bad thing, because anybody that have any connection, any relationship with the people in power, they get position, all those things. It wasn't like that in China. In China, you can be born of anybody in Chinese civilization, and that is why when they were ready, they stood up. Because why? Is who have the capacity. Once, whether your father is nobody, once you have it, they will just pick you up. And that's why they have state education that is classic. Yeah. So once you go through the system and you are the best, you have what it takes, they see it in you, they'll pick you. They don't. It's not about who born you, who who you're, that kind of a thing. When it comes to government, when it comes to national matters, right? But of course, there are always room for all those kind of idiosyncrasies in all those kind of sectors that are not so important or paramount in national life. But when it comes to where it is important, that is where it ends. Your merit. Do you have it or you don't have it? There is no if, only God. No, no, no. Can you or you cannot? And you will see, for example, you will see Chinese people. They will come to this German. You will see them. They will not be speaking German. You will see them. They will go through that German school, learn German language. They will use that German language they have learned. They will go through German university, study one engineering, study one course. They will put their head down and they will do that one. You will think that they don't know. They will, before you know it, they will graduate in German language. Somebody that when they step their foot in Frankfurt Airport or any airport, Berlin Airport, they did not know one word of German. They will leave Germany with a degree in German language. I'm telling you, that's you will see them. They are like built like machine. You know why? Because they are not having all this burden of believing or in anything. They know that the power is within them. They will have to do it. Either they are able to do it or they are not able to do it. In Chinese language, in languages, she was the best among the foreign students. She was the best among the foreign students in that Chinese language. So look at it again. Go and look at that news again. I'm not saying that we are not trying. I'm not saying that we don't have the grit. We have that grit when it comes to personal achievement, personal accomplishment. We can do it. We put what it takes. Like, but when it comes to anything, country, people, like that's where it gets blurry. But as individuals, of course, everybody knows Nigerians. Whatever we set our heart to do for ourselves, we try, we invest ourselves, we do it. Yeah? But when it comes to, you understand, for national, for the love of a country, it's missing. It's missing. We don't have it. And until we have it, nobody will respect us. Nobody will respect us. We have oil, for example, right? For example, we have what they call it, oil, oil and gas, the largest in Africa. And we are the only people on the surface of this earth who have that quantity of oil and whose citizens are in poverty. Why? Because we don't understand what is at stake. Because we don't understand. We know only of ourselves, individual, my. So we cannot pull it all together and say, okay, we want to do this. And even the people that run on ethnic lens, when it comes down to it, they will leave that ethnic people in, they will leave them, they will let them down, they will not take them along. Yeah, yeah, of course, I understand what you mean. Yeah, 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 of course. So even in Europe now, they had to learn from that, and so they have to separate um the the hierarchy of their what they call it monarchy from government, so that they can just kind of be running like side by side. So you have that going on, the monarchy on the side going on, but you still have government people who are being elected by their capability or their politicking and stuff like that, that you understand, that doesn't have anything. So in that way they are able to keep their culture, their tradition, while embracing modernity, and that's evolution. That's evolution. Nobody is saying, you must be like this, you must be like this. No. But when there's chance to grow, you understand what I mean? Yeah. So the challenge is out. Make una come prove. So there's this brother. I wanted to read his I thought I saw the post this brother made. I wanted to read his comments. Let me share with you guys. So here he said, he said, people that disappear are not on social media. Hmm? Let him come. I will take him where he will see real juju and not all these social media yahoo doctors, right? So I'm just kind of saying, well, prove and win money now. Wait, it's not hard now. Abi, you no wan win money. So he's like, I don't want to win money. He said it's bigger than that. And then he said, I learned herbs from my great grandfather, right? I saw them do many unimaginable things, but then no phone or video to keep records. I experienced when 100 old men, rotting till he nearly finished, but the heart keep beating normal till some rituals were performed in his inner chamber before the heart stopped beating. I know waiting, I know, you know. So I just kind of say, well, I'm not disputing what you know, but I do believe that people in this world today, we want to see what you saw, right? If you don't want to see, me, I want to see. And make it just help us finalize the challenge. So make we rest, make the matter rest, right? So we've been told these stories. It's not only the one. I remember when I was growing up, they will say "Mborogu no ekwu okwu," like um that herbs talk, something like that. But this is what they have been saying all this time. So you cannot have all this power. And today there is AI, and there is, we are seeing real technologies coming and taking on. People are building robots. They are on the ground, the machines doing incredible things, and you're still telling me of some hideous stuff, right? Yeah, then prove it. No, I know they doubt. I just want to see. I just want to see. Yeah. Yeah, so finally, I wanted to talk about this Erisco again. So, you guys, I shared the video of this Erisco food, and the video is trending again, and the man seems, I don't know, like almost like he's on some kind of redemption mission. So I saw this post. Let me put a banner so maybe I can bring it out later. So you can see him here with Abia State Governor Erisco. This is the quote that this social media Facebook comment public opinionist was saying that he wore coat of many colors. Yeah, so this is the man we are talking about, and this is his product. So they said he's doing giveaway of some sort in Anambra, in Abia State. So you can see the things he produces, tin tomato and all those things. So this is him, and these are cartons of it. So the post is saying that Erisco Foods Limited has moved to cushion the effects of rising food prices by donating cartons of Erisco tomato paste and seasoning cubes to the good people of Abia State. We are honored to have the unwavering support of the people's governor, His Excellency Dr. Alex Obi. So it's almost like it's like he's on some kind of a rescue mission for his brand. But then this thing is still going on, huh? So he's now donating all these things for the less privileged. I always find it curious when you need to do some good and you're going to the governor. Guys, the governor have the resources to help his people already. Why are you going to give the governor something that he will distribute to the people? I don't get it. You don't get village people ni. You don't get like you don't have people that will go into the market and distribute it. Like you cannot maybe go through churches or I don't even know schools, huh? Or maybe find a way to do that good by yourself. Um, Establish an NGO that employ people that their duty will be you will delegate where they will go and distribute. Why do you need to go and give a governor that already have resources from the federal government to help his own people to build it? Why are you going to give the governor? Like, this is my thinking. Tell me if I'm wrong, right? I'm always open. Like, actually very open to criticism. Like, but if it is constructive, it's not just outright insult. I will think about it. I don't know. Why would you want to go and give the governor? Like, if I want to do some good, and I go and give it to the governor or maybe the local government chair, like, hello, like, I don't understand. Like, well, this is how it is. So this is the situation of this man right now. But let's not forget what is the cocoa of the matter. This young girl that made a review, and this is the comment that this man is tripping all over. I want to show you this comment again. This is this one that is ongoing here. He said, help me advise your brother to stop key. So you have KI dot star 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 ING. Are you understand? So he's doing but the thing is, the truth be said, this girl, the problem with her review is she mentioned the name of another product, even two other products. Normally, when you are making review, you can say whatever you want to say, but you don't make outright comparison. You will say another product, you bought another product, but you will not call the name of the product. Because when you are calling the name of another product by the side of the product you are reviewing, is seen as malicious, really, but not in this extent that he's going after it, right? But that's the mistake that the girl made. But that's not enough for the reaction that he's giving that girl. And especially because he commented that she said he's buying people. And when you look at this thing, this is, I feel like personally, if you take this thing to court, there's no way he's going to prove that she meant to write key one, two, like, what is the spelling of killing? Like KI, huh? And the LLING. So when you're looking at this thing now, you see that KI, there is a space of 3 star there. So how many I and L make up the word killing? If you are going to base a court case on this, on a censored word. So this girl, you have to be creative. So you go to maybe go to AI and say, type this word, and you give you combination of many other words. I'm telling you guys, this case is just the one of a bully. Yeah. And many of the people that have, you understand what I mean when I'm saying that this is censored. She said, tell your brother to stop buying people. Of course, you read in between. You know, you go use your sense. But in law, you not go use your sense. Now, the complete evidence that is presented, that is arguably seeable, like that somebody can see without a doubt. That's what evidence is. So I do not see this as counting as evidence of that girl doing a wrong thing, because that's where he's holding on to. He's holding on to saying because she said he's buying people and she must come and prove, and she's going to pay 5 billion. And she wants to see 5 billion. Eh? So this is the girl, Chomo Okoli. Eh? This is the girl. Yeah. So that's actually the main issue that he's going to have. And of course, he's doing a lot of how will I put it, um yeah, some people are on social media making a lot of commentary and saying, oh, the guy, he's doing so well, his market, he's moving, he's booming, nobody even know that anything happened, that his business is just going on as usual. And that the people that are buying the product, they are not on social media, and so why la, 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 this kind of a thing. Like, are you not seeing the contra indication of your argument? Somebody made a comment on social media, and you carry her for head like gala, a whole big man like you, and then you are also making a defense and saying, the people that are buying the product, they are not on social media, go into the market, the market is booming. If the market is booming inside the market where it matters, where nobody is buying it on social media, why you carry the matter for head? Why don't you let a sleeping dog lie and point it out together? You can make review quite all right, but you are not allowed to put the name of other products on the side. You can say, I actually didn't want to go and buy a Risco, right? That I had other ones in mind, without being specific. Because by calling explicitly this product and the other product, you are basically saying, condemning that one, giving people alternative right there. So you understand? If you are saying, oh, I normally don't do that, but that's just superficial also, right? So that's the really error. Not even that she's spying people, because that spying is censored. You can't really say she said spying there. But where she made that comment and said, I went to buy so tomato and or the other one, and I didn't find it, I only found a Risco, which means if people should go to the market, they should be looking for the other product and not this one. So that's the wrong she made. And she should have been advised accordingly. Say, edit that thing. You can make review of how a Risco was to you, but please don't put the name of other products side by side, right? You can go on their on and talk about other products in another post without mentioning them side by side, because you are like Tibonka, Bulienka, something like that. So I believe that this man should rethink his strategy. So one of those people that defending him, for example, I saw this post of Mario Denwachi, what they are saying, this is just one production line of Erisco Foods Limited. Imagine its size. They have several other bigger than this. This is a whole Nigerian company that employs Nigerians and have created huge value for farmers. Wonders why, like, he's kind of making the point that this guy employs a lot of Nigerians. Why would somebody want to close it down? Why would somebody, a company of this magnitude, be closed by a comment on social media where the people that are buying it are not on social media? Like, are you people following? Like, is it me? Because the thing is, at first I thought, like, okay, let me just let it go. But the thing is persisting, and people are coming online and saying, look at what he's saying here. He said, this is a wholly Nigerian company that employs Nigerians and has created huge value for farmers. Wonders why you no longer get a basket of tomatoes for 500 naira is because Erisco is creating value for tomato farmers. Then all of a sudden, one random fool now comes on social media, on Facebook, and alleges that the product is buying people in an attempt to pull it down, and you support her. Like, how does one comment pull a product of this magnitude? And you are also in the same breath say the company is massive, the market is booming, they have even increased their production lines and blah blah blah. But still, one small comment that is censored is hiking you to the point of making drama out of it, right? So anyway, I hope he withdraws that. This is because that ekwekwe is not going to help him or bring him any good. Good evening, Chiamaka. I greet you. It's not going to do him any good. So this is the factory. Yeah. So nobody came and said, "Oh, close down your factory." Oh, no, 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 no. People are on social media writing something every day and obscure something that you will just ignore. What kind of pepper body is that? What kind of, I don't know, what kind of pepper body is that? He just wrote something, and that time, in the place she wrote that time, she's actually writing it in response to somebody. It's not like she wrote it in the beginning. And agreeably, you say it's a big factory employing Nigerians is a good thing. So why are you running up and down a small comment by a nobody? Are you getting me? So from the get go, I've always said, don't kill a fly with a sledgehammer because you will destroy other things. So I don't know how these small comments will trigger him to this extent that he will not be saying he want to pull down the call. You can see it was even a response that brought it. He said, Chidimego, to stop spoiling my brother's product. If you don't like it, use another one that bring it on social media or call the customer service, Yeah, she has a point, but the idea of bring it down, immediately bring it down, where do you think she has that power to bring it down? And since you have been doing all this drama, dragging yourself, and you say the product is booming in the market that people don't even notice, then what is the fuss about? You have to ask yourself. It's still not too late to withdraw the case. Eh? Next time you just have to warn her and say, my sister, no be so. If you want to review without mentioning name. And that will be it, because this one that he's doing, me, I don't see any benefit it is going to be for him in the long run. Yeah. Yeah. So, my people, I thank you for being a part of this program. Um, I hope I was able to cover some of the things that I had in mind. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick again. I can feel it, and I don't know if I'll be able to come on live. I just wanted to do this video before my voice goes or something like that. Yeah. I do hope that you have a nice weekend in case I'm not able to come live. And yeah, you're always welcome to support. You're always welcome to share the video. You are always welcome to also share your thoughts with me. If there's something you want me to talk about, to share, or to give my opinion, let me know, bring it to my notice. And yeah, you're also open to bring your own opinion, counter my argument. Debate is enlightening. We can learn from each other. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you, Chim. I greet you. Okay, our brother Chimeze said the review was malicious. Let me pull up that review again. Yeah. Let me pull up that review again. I'm kind of looking where I've forgotten where I put that post. Yeah, I think I've seen it. Let me see. I'm not seeing the post again because she kind of just said, I went to the market to buy tomato, and this is what I didn't find this one, and then I found this one, and then the whole thing was filled with sugar, and like, I've read that post here before. I'm not finding that commentary. Yeah, I've seen it. I will share it before I leave. So he's saying, I don't know. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah. So he said, I went to buy. In fact, even the comment in on of itself is, filled with typographical error. So she's saying but instead of buy, like like but. She's saying I went to bought. So like wetin dey catch feeling with person wey never even get the spelling correct. I hope you guys can see it. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Eh? I went to bought but tin tomatoes yesterday that I will use to make stew. I didn't see. That's the problem. Like I told you guys, when she said Gino, Sonia in the same breath, that's the problem. Actually, that's the problem. That's the mal that. But it can always be forgiven because our people don't know so much. But you can see that it's really her honest opinion about how that tomato tasted with her. You can see she already opened it. Yeah. So the idea that it's a private business, you don't pull it down and all those kind of a thing. Yeah, that's why it's people have all these platforms. People are talking about products every time. People are unboxing, people are buying products and unbox and giving their honest reviews. People are buying electronics, unbox it on social media. People are thrifting, order clothes from Shine, order clothes from whatever shop, and they unbox it and give their honest review on social media. Yeah, people are doing that. So, like, what I'm saying is because she mentioned this Gino and Sonia on the same space. Yeah, I said so already. But do you think the approach the man is so the way they are dragging the girl, like they are not even specifying what she did wrong. And for other people to learn, that's why I'm actually explaining it, that when you give review about a product, about Nagiko tomato paste, for example. You don't write another tomato paste like tomato pep or any other tomato around it. Say I would have bought tomato pep. You say I used to use another product. Normally I will buy another brand, something like that. So you don't call name. And that's the thing. But I personally, having lived in Nigeria and seeing the English the girl is writing, you can really know that it's coming from a place of ignorance. And this is so obscure. This is like nobody. Why are you giving her that attention? Why are you giving her that attention? Because even where she's writing, a lot of people are countering it and say, oh, they use it all the time. They like it. It's good. That kind of a thing, right? Because one man's meal is another man's poison. It's nature. It is what it is. Nobody, like nobody, everybody's not going to love you or your work or what you do. And since, above all, the buyers are not on social media, like you are saying, and that the people who are supporting her on social media, but the people, so then why give a fuss? Why? You know? Yeah. You understand? So why give a fuss? You're already saying that the people are buying it on most of social media. No, no, no. But you are worrying and giving this national television interview over a comment on social media that you could have just ignored. That you have just ignored and nobody would talk about it. Right? Sometimes press the ignore button. It works. It works wonder. It may not look like it, but that man just be like like somebody that they do akoko mama kitchen and the yard. I don't understand. For his caliber, for his status, he's supposed to have brand manager. He's supposed to have a spokesperson. What see they wear coat of many colors up and down. They go they talk with. I don't know. This is demeaning for him. So yeah, it's possible that he can redeem himself by doing good philanthropy for people of Abia State is do whatever you need to do, but please let it stop. The whatever she has learned her lesson. I believe other people will know that they go to talk something against big man anyhow like that. So let people understand. Let your media let I don't know who, maybe market people, whatever. Explain to people when you want to make reviews the rules around it, so that people will not just kind of be comparing other, calling brands when they are making their comparison, something like that. As long as it's not a hazard, as long as there's no hazard. Other than that, there are also many times a batch of a known brand of food products we have a problem and they will recall. It doesn't say that the company will fall because of that recall. Maybe they say if you bought this Rama milk from time to time, return it. You will return it, that kind of a thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she could have, but we are talking about somebody that is writing BUT as bot. We are talking about someone, so you can know where her knowledge reach. You know, now from person, waiting person they write, I go say no. Person they write BUT as bot. Don't know that bot is bot mana. You don't know. You don't know the difference between BUT and BOUGHT. Now that person you want to go, they follow do court case, you know, it's trivial. Yeah. So like I saw it the first time. Um, yeah, I understand the point. Uh, yeah, I also read that post where they said she said is spying people. I'm gonna pull it up again where they wrote that thing that she said is spying people. I get it. I get it, but let's look at that post again. That comment that she made again that is spying people. So look at it here. He said, just be objective. He said, help me advise your brother to stop KI star 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 into three and again ing. How can you prove to in a court of law that that's what she wrote there is killing? Uzo, are you understanding me? Eh? How can you prove that what she wrote there is killing? you know, I mean, we write like that to censor our words, and for example, algorithm cannot pick it up as saying something bad. Talk less of to go and prove it in court. Yeah. Huh? Wait, let me see. I'm going to put this thing on Google and ask how many words can you form with something like this. So let me show you the words that came out. I'm telling you guys, there is no way you can make an argument that let me write it. Eh? Is I said K KI 1 2 3 ing may give you the following words. Okay, so are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? So he say it can give you maybe kicking, kinking, kibbing, you know, but these are just even this one of is actually far-fetched, honestly. Eh? Are you getting me? So let's try to be objective. A lot of people allow emotion to run in their mind. In fact, I can't even kidnapping cannot even be. I think I need to delete it and rewrite it. I need to delete it because I wrote kidnapping completely there. Right. Are you getting what I'm saying, guys? So somebody wrote K I 1 2 3 and then ing lásán, and you say he write killing. How? Or it can be kicking, it can be kinking, it can be kibbling, it can be killing, it can be kinging. But like, how can you just prove that she wrote killing? It's not provable. That's my point. Yeah. If you believe otherwise, let me know. If you believe otherwise, let me know. Yeah. Or you can also add your own, but you can see that the number of letters, you know, sometimes you can also, it's almost like they are not situationally aware, the man and his team. You have to look at person where they write but as but. Now you they follow the fight. They look where, check. No check. Person when they say I went to bot with but. That one's supposed to know you the level of the person that you are dealing with. You go carry hand shook inside shit. Anyway, that's my own interpretation. Like I always say, this is how I see it. So yeah, I'm seeing it that it's a yeah, there is malice in the comparison, of course, because the production marketing code of conduct says so, right? Because you are not supposed to hurt another product by giving your review of another one, right? That's why you're not supposed to call the name of the other product that you want to launch. Like for example, there's already cup in the market. So when you want to come and launch a new cup, you're not going to say this cup with the name and this cup with the name. You just come and say, oh, there's this cup, it break, without no brand or name on it, right? So that's it. But how can she know that? How can she know that? This is something that they have to explain to her. Good evening. Yeah. So this is something you have to explain for her. And again, it's somebody from your village or local government or from the same state or whatever. You have to explain that to her. She's Igbo, you are Igbo. You are a big man. She never reached now. Eh? So instead of you to do something as a big man, they will bring her say, nne, oborokota. Say, because no, that kind of a thing. You can't carry and they do national television. You don't even send person. Maybe if worst case scenario, maybe you thought say, oh, I didn't know it was my producer. You now come as Odogu where you be, say, you have talked with your producer, you have talked with your product manager, you have talked with your quality control people that they should just let everything go. No, now you, Odogu come Odiogu in one. You carry yourself go national television, they disgrace yourself. You know that kind thing na delegation dey delegate am. Oga patapata, oga at the very top. There's a reason why you delegate something, because if that thing dey go that some way, that person go take the fall guy. You fit to go for back, pay am off. But no be you go take that hit. You go come as better person wey you be. You go do the final one. No be dem no dey teach person anything na. No be everything dem dey teach people. So some people, because many of the rich people and big people in Nigeria, they have psycho fans around them. They will hype you to your end. They will never tell you the truth. And maybe because the person say no one year, if you go tell am truth now, your own don't cast. So they go tell am that way 1 year. The oga say better make you go there, make the whole world they see you say now you get a risk. Who does that? Yeah, I'm telling you, the punishment is bigger than the offense, you know. And now you can't even they bring down the product by yourself, right? Yeah. Anyway, like I said, una take care of una self. I hope that you have a good weekend, and I hope that I have enough energy to come live over the weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know if you want us to talk about anything. Let me know, and I will make it possible as much as it depends on me. Bye for now.